We're back and it is time for the EGE Ontario Dota 2 Qualifier semi-finals. So we've done our round robin group play and we've come out with our semi-finalists, the top two from each bracket. Through a tiebreaker, Optimates goes through in Group A to face off against Cafe Le Crew. And then our second semi-finals is No Skills up against Stinky Steve Venn. So we are already inside the draft here for our game. Cafe Le Crew up against Optimates. Cafe Le Crew is on the Radiant side. First pick went to Optimates. Centaur is your first pick after we saw bans on Skywrath Mage and Doom, and then Cafe Le Crew banning out Tidehunter and Brewmaster, continuing to see that, first ban phase ban of Brewmaster, a very common ban from all of them. And going in for the Viper here is Cafe Le Crew along with the Vengeful Spear. We'll see how it combines up with the Centaur. There was a game earlier on where Mind was playing on the Viper, I believe I'm remembering correctly, and he did face off in a 1v1 matchup, safe lane versus off lane, Centaur, War Runner, and as you can imagine, that was very one-sided in favor of the Viper. We'll see if he's able to get off to such a great start once again in this game as he's up against the Optimates. Slark will be the secondary pick for Optimates.
Radiant team ban.
And we're into our next set of bans. Silencer going to be banned. So far, for the first two, Cafe Le Crew opens up with kind of a right-click heavy. You got the Vengeance Aura on Vengeful Spirit. Viper very much Mr. Right single target himself. And Dire, the Optimates, looking more of a jump on you kind of a lineup. Slark, Pounce, both Centaur and Slark common blink carriers, so very mobile pickoff sort of lineup.
10 seconds remaining.
See an Ogre Magi ban.
Radiant team ban.
One more ban before we get back in.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I'm gonna have to see if Optimates continues to go along the path of we just want to gank and steamroll right over you, get the momentum and never let up. Cafe Le Crew is really not clear what they want to go. This could be the start of a push strat. It could be just right-click heavy. Could be gank-oriented, though Viper not going to help out too much. Just going to be kind of an anchor in one of the lanes. Not even clear where Viper wants to go. We do have to keep in mind that last time that Cafe Le Crew ran Viper that I saw they did run an aggressive tri-lane, so that is on the table for them to go for once again. It's always a little tricky trying to go aggressive on Slark, despite being a melee hero. Is rather slippery.
Radiant
Fish pun intended. And we have a Death Prophet banned. Took a chunk of time deciding on that. Doesn't look like they're immediately ready to say this is what we want to go for in terms of their pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds
so far, neither side really going for any sort of team fight control. You have the Centaur Stampede, and that's about it. You've got potential initiation with Vengeful Spirit, but not really multi-target out of anyone. going to go with Puck for now.
Dire team pick.
Likely mid, could be posted off lane if they feel the need. And that gives up a bit of team fight control that I was just talking about. Dream Coil going to help lock in place to do that right-click damage. And there it is for the Optimates. Faceless Void. I don't really see this, the cohesion between these three heroes. Centaur and Slark can jump on you, but Faceless Void, the Chronosphere, with double melee cores, they're just, it's just going to get in the way. I'm really not feeling that pick right now here. They're going to have to make a believer out of me in their execution of this.
5 seconds remaining.
It's also interesting given that the Optimates were the one to ban out the Skywrath Mage in the first place, kind of the
Dire team
go-to combination with that Chronosphere. Especially as a support, given that you've already got what are likely your two other core heroes. Dro Ranger for Cafe La Crue is the choice, so very much right-click. We'll double up on the auras with the Vengeful Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
So we'll see how they end up rounding it out.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Now, these Hero Centaur, Slark, Faceless Void do have ways of jumping on Dro, so that is a danger of that pick. But right-click's, you know, a decent way of approaching the attack on Faceless Void. Certainly backtrack sort of averages out the more attacks you have, but it means less chance that you're throwing up, that your big burst spell doesn't just get backtracked and you get nothing out of it. Lich going to be the selection. There's a bit of the wombo combo with the Faceless Void in that Chronosphere, but will it be enough? Left to see. We've got all ranged heroes out of Cafe La Crue. That means they can be pretty well spread out. He'll have to be on point with those Chronospheres. Final bans coming. We see a Night Stalker ban. I don't think that would have been a very good choice for Optimates, so I'm curious what they thought what the concern would have been in particular. Perhaps just being like, you know, if we want to put Dro, we just don't want the Night Stalker. Mere speculation. Final ban in moments.
Radiant team pick.
And the final ban will be Visage. So Cafe La Crue will round out their lineup with the Phoenix. So they have 5 ranged heroes. And a couple slippery ones in Puck and Phoenix. Optimates looking to finish up their lineup. And they're going to add in the Warlock. A bit awkward, but they've gone for this before with Giganuts on it. So we're seeing similar heroes out of Optimates here. So let's introduce our players on the Dire. It is the Optimates. First up, we've got Space Wolf, should be headed to the offlane on the Centaur War Runner. Faceless Void will be played by Mutasion. Kin is on Slark. Beyond the Imperative will be playing Lich, and Giganuts is on the Warlock.
.30 seconds to battle.
Sorry for the delay there, but just checked in on the overlay. Apparently that wasn't accounted for, so we're just leaving it off this game. So we're taking the feedback into consideration from our viewers. Now I'll introduce here the Radiant team. It is the Cafe LeQ. And blue, oh, trapped up top. The leap up to the high ground, but there's vision. And there's your first blood. So introducing our Radiant team, blue is on the puck. Biwaz on the Phoenix will join up top. Mind is playing Dro Ranger in mid. Memoria is playing Vengeful Spirit. Then finally we have Swag on the Viper. So Mind switching it up, is not on the Viper this time around. But once again we have this laning stage where we have the Centaur up against the Viper pretty much on his own, and he can't really do a whole lot. We'll see how good of a job Swag does in this one. But it's a very tough lane for the Centaur. So taking a look at the pull. Nothing blocked here with the pull, but with Lich pulling the lane back, it's not necessarily as nice to be doing pulls at the same time. In mid, Kin gets Mind low, but can't finish him off. Biwaz moving around, getting some vision. A pull going to come through there for Giganuts, and we'll see what everyone has to do here. We got a couple clarities on the Void. Beyond the Imperative holding on to one Observer Ward, so they're lacking the vision there. Giganuts, bit of an awkward position. He should be okay, but he's taking quite a bit of damage. Boo playing very aggressively. Looks like he's gonna get it. No, gets slowed down. Will get the kill. Blue, very low, but still alive. Gonna get in and out. One more right click, and he'll get it. There's a return kill there on the Phoenix. Blue now trying to turn around once again, going for another kill. Has mana for Illusory Orb, does not throw it out. It wouldn't have been enough damage. Actually went for a point in Waning Rift. Blinks forward, does get the kill, but he will go down for it. Got a couple kills out of that. 3-2 on the board, ended up trading evenly. So the CS, top 3 for the Radiant. Swag leading the way, 21-9 against 2-1. It's the reality of being melee against a Viper, and this should be a kill. And that'll be it. Meanwhile, up top, we've got some action going on. Blue jumps in, Waning Rift. And now trying to run away, not sure he can. Needs another 10 seconds. Going to be tough. Shadow Ward used. Is it enough? Needs a lot of backtrack. One more right click. Will do it there from Biwaz. They continue to right click on Giganuts.
From the goddess.
TP's back in. And this has been a rough few minutes for the Optimates. And there goes another one. Again, too aggressive. Perhaps underestimating the additional damage coming out from Precision Aura. Every right click is hitting that much harder.
Not yours.
Illusion.
A little harassment going both ways up top. Down bottom, the stomp misses, so that should be the end of the threat, but tries to turn around. That may have been a bit too brave. But now this Viper Strike swag coming in. This should be a kill on Space Wolf, 1 for 1. And he does get it.
I wonder what that was like. Here it is.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like kills could go either way here, and down goes the Lich. Could be it for Void as well. Oh, Blue with the Dream Coil, enough. Phase shift the tower shot. That's another kill, 11 to 3.
I'll take that.
And
Dire's top tower is under attack.
this early game, this point, you have to say, is being dominated by Cafe Le Crew. The CS 42 last hits and 40 last hits. Up against 5 and 10 respectively. I mean, we're only 7 minutes in, but I have to say the difference on the graph is almost 1,000 gold per minute. It's the jump in, and once again they're going to find a kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're completely overrun. They needed to change up their lane several minutes ago. And just missed one there. Not sure where that was. Just got cut out down bottom once again. That is 3 deaths for the Centaur.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And now just brazenly diving the tower. It's actually level 6 before the Faceless Void. This is a TP reaction. Will they get the kill still? Blue will go down from the aggression. Double kill for BWAS, and they may get a turnaround from just finally being able to punish the over-aggression, but the fight goes on in 2 different directions. We get a kill there. A buyback on the puck. Blue coming back in. BWAS does not... Oh, he does get to go down from the Warlock Shadow Ward. Leap in and leap out. As we have another kill there. And the action just continues. They're diving the tower once again. As Mind joins the fight, that one last right click able to do it. 19 to 5, the score. We take a look at the recap. That's a secondary recap. We saw the first one already. This is about as hard as you can dominate the early game. And I'm not sure exactly what the Optimates need to do to give themselves, you know, a second life in this game. They have just been completely overrun in every lane. Perhaps now with that tier 1 tower down top, they'll be given just a bit of space. As the rotations go around looking for the last tier 1 tower, this one down bottom. I imagine it's going to go without any contest. Just take this time to get some much needed farm. Meanwhile, Mind looking to be able to get this solo pick off. The silence should run out before he can get the kill. There's, oh, there was a blink forward. Already has that blink dagger. At the same time, there's a kill down bottom. Tried to stampede away but couldn't. The tower does go down.
Dire's bottom tower is
the
under
leap into
attack.
the trees ended up working, it seems. Didn't get to catch how that ended up, but we look.
Dire's bottom
And again,
tower
just
is under
all
attack.
3 on top. Net worth, all five of Cafe Le Crew are ahead of all
Dire's top
5
tower
of the
is under
Optimates.
Go.
And that brings another one down.
Maybe full of erroneous information.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Oh,
tower
a small little win. He gets the deny on the tower. He'll die for it. Note the Chronosphere used just to save him. One right click and then backs up. In comes the Chain Frost. Doesn't bring anybody down. The Lich dies for throwing it out.
Dire's top
The
tower
leap
is
back
under
in.
attack.
Memoria, they do get a kill there. The leap in gets immediately bashed, and that's 2. Well, it's a start. It's something.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mine.
And that's a tier 2 down up top.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
The Stampede in. They will turn that around for a kill. Perhaps getting a little overconfident if that is even possible in this scenario. Our Cafe Le Crew.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But the advantage just 12 minutes in is incredible. We cleared 15,000 on the net worth, over 10,000 on the experience, but it has dipped down a little bit. But the gold is clearing 1,000 gold per minute advantage. Looks like the push may come out here, but he's going to try and go on blue. Was waiting for the stomp to phase shift. Never comes.
Roshan has
And while that's happening, Roche is taken, so got the support. And now they should be pushing in that tier 2 mid. The final tier 2 tower.
Stay near.
There's the Dream Coil. They go in, and they can't decide whether they want to fight, and that'll cost them an extra kill. Didn't necessarily need to give up both.
To retract your last move.
And that'll be the tier 2.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And they're saying, we're not going to wait. They're just going to go straight for the tier 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle
There was a
tower
time
is
rating
under attack.
considered for the tiebreaker in the group stages. And Cafe Le Crew saying, you know what, we're finishing this as fast as humanly possible. As they dive in past tier 2, the Chain Frost starting to do work. There's 3, 4 down. the Aegis, so he's going to come back up. The silence to push back, but it's not going to be enough. That's 4 down. They managed to win that fight at the tier 3. It is only 14 minutes into the game, so pushing tier 3 is very aggressive, and it doesn't end up working out, and that just may be the shot in the arm that the Optimates needed to feel like they have a chance here. Still very far behind, but that helps a lot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still catching the end of the fight on the recap, but we see it dipping down once again. The experience down to 5,000. Gold still around 12 to 13,000, which is very large for this point in the game. Now we've seen they can win a fight. It's under the it's diving the tier 3 tower, but it's still a fight to be won. Look out, Space Wolf. Up too far. You're caught by Poison and Dream Coil. That's it. Dream Coil was not even necessary there. Dagon on blue. Tier 3 tower about to fall. Fortification used. Gonna hold on just for a little bit longer. No way to keep it from falling.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
But they do get the deny, which is a nice play. Melee Rax is going to fall. They don't contest. They didn't have the Centaur, but now they go in. Stampede. Kin dropping so fast. It's silenced up. Will now back up after healing. There's 2 down. Juggernaut's very low. 3 down. Buyback out of Lich. Space Wolf is the next target. TP back into death, but Chain Frost goes out. There are creeps there, so we'll bounce into those, and it'll be all right at this point. And there's the mid lane Rax down. Gonna rotate over to the tier 3. Not sure if they can do this on their own with no creep support, but they're doing a lot of damage. Maybe they can if they juggle the damage. There they go. They're able to bring it down.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks
dying so quickly, but able to bring down the Drow. That removes a lot of damage. Chaotic Offering, though, thrown out. Trying to turn this around, but can't. And that's all 5. Almost all 5. But they're starting to get the kills that looked like they weren't going to. There's a double kill. Ends up getting 4, so they're not able to bring down the Rax or Cafe La Crue. But they get mid, they get the tier 3 bottom. And oh, so close to really closing this one out for good. Everybody was so much farm. Cafe La Crue. Blink, Yasha, Mask of Madness, Aquila, plus 1,200 gold to boot. We've got Dagon 3 and Blink on blue along with a wand. Viper, drums, mech, and a Midas at 4k gold. Wonder what that's going to end up going to. Could buy an Aghanim Scepter outright. Goes with the Reaver, going to go into Heart. And in comes the push on the tier 3 buy back out of Slark. They're going to try and hold this. Stampede in. Everybody
Dire's
too far
top
back.
tower is
Initiation
under attack.
doesn't work, and that's about it. They can't chase him down. Oh, Chronosphere hits on 4. Now the Chain Lightning, or the Chain Frost. But brought down too quickly. That wasn't enough. Even with the 4-man Chrono, Kin still trying to fight and go on Swag. Gets swapped out, but goes into Space Wolf, who gets the double edge. And the fight is enough. There's 3 for 4, 4 for 5. They managed to win the fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Optimates holding on.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Gonna come back in and get that top right.
has
Gonna
fallen.
go to work on the melee. Jump in, Dagon with the kill, no backtrack.
Will you not rise in my presence?
But creeps are out of the
Dire's
base,
bottom
can't get
barracks
it.
are under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
The courier died. Didn't get to see where it was.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
The numbers are still up there, but they've stayed kind of stagnant. The only thing is they've managed to force down barracks during this time. Blink, stomp, double edge, going for the fight. The swap out on Swag.
Dire's middle tower is
Everything thrown on Kid. Chaotic Offering is out behind the action. Blue going on Mutasio. He goes down. Chronosphere didn't get to be used. That's a full team wipe. That should be about it. Second lane of Rax.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Tier 4 is the option. Gonna go straight for Ancient.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's ancient
And that
under
is it.
attack.
Cafe Le Crew taking this one in dominant fashion, looking very strong going into the
Dire's
finals.
ancient is under attack. Radiant
That'll be it.
victory.
Cafe Le Crew takes it in control from the word go. Going to be a hard performance to top. We'll see what ends up happening next when we come back.